Hey guys, I just kind of wanted to reach out and touch base. I know that you all received your grades middle of last week for week one. Most of you probably noticed some APA discussion was probably the common theme. Incorrect citations. Some of you guys were still hugging the APA 6th edition, and some of you guys were still pretty far off of just being proper APA format. So that's the first thing I want to go over. You'll see that I've been making announcements as we go along. I kind of sent out a breakdown for you guys about what to expect each week. That way you'll just have an idea of how to plan. This whole semester we're just going to be working on the social marketing plan and putting it together. So just kind of keep that in mind. Here we go. So I saw in the background the purpose and the focus. Most of you guys, you might have received a comment from me that just said, make sure that whenever you're redoing this for your original plan, that you're putting in more detail. If you say school, what city, where's it at, what age group, make sure that you're very specific. If it's America, what state, what city, what county, give me the specifics. The most important thing about these social marketing plans is that there needs to be a lot of attention to detail, because in order for a social marketing plan to work, it has to be geared at a very specific population. So some of you guys missed points on that. So just make sure that you make those adjustments. If you didn't really know that, understand, I didn't understand it was supposed to be that specific, no worries. I didn't take off a lot of points. Just make sure that you make those adjustments going forward. If you have a question, if you want to rewrite it and send it to me, I'd be more than happy to look at it and let you know if it needs to be any more detailed than that. But the more detail, the better. All right, for your final plan. So coming back here, 7th edition. So I took off minimal points, but this being a 305 class, you guys are getting closer to the end of your career with us here in public health, and we got to make sure that you guys are getting that learning, knowing how to research and knowing how to properly cite your sources. That's in text and bottom citations. So let's see, I want to go to APA format. Some of you guys don't have I'm more of a textbook person, or just not even a textbook. I like a book. I'm a book person. I like to hold things in my hand. So I bought the 7th edition manual. I use it for my doctoral program. But some of you guys aren't. You don't like books. So if not, that's okay. Use Purdue OWL. As you come down here, I don't know why, but it's got tons of ads today. So you just have to excuse those. But when you scroll down, when you get to Purdue OWL, I'm just going to have to keep clicking off the ads, you'll see that it has this formatting and style guide in 7th edition. So all the different types of websites, books, articles, it gives you a template. So I'm going to click on here, electronic sources. Most of you guys like to use websites, it seems like. So we'll go there. You can see here, I'll highlight these for you. Here are the samples. So you'll see there's some changes. First of all, adding the month is a change from 6th edition. 6th edition, it was only a year. The title being italicized is different because in 6th edition, you'll remember the site name was italicized and the title of the page was not. And in URL, those pesky words retrieved from, don't do those in 7th edition, because this, the thing to know about citations is it is not a suggestion. It's a specific template. So that means that, it's not, more is not better, less is not better. Make sure that it's the exact amount. So you'll see how somebody plugged in. This is just the example that Purdue OWL gives. I mean, right there, no retrieve from. That's past. We're not going to be using that anymore. But just go through this reference list on the side. All right, you've got all this stuff. Make sure you use it. Don't attempt to cite sources without looking at some kind of resource to make sure that you're doing it right, especially since 7th edition is a new APA format anyways. So I'm going to go back. You can see when you submit your assignments, this was just because I could tell that it was lacking detail. And really, this is what I envision with this plan. I envision that these projects are going to be very easy for you. This is my vision. This might not be reality, because you are going to submit these crazy, awesome, detailed, well thought out assignments. All right, you're going to read resources. You're going to look at what I've provided you. You're going to look at your textbook. You're going to look at your own resources. You are going to really thoroughly look at what a SWOT analysis is. You are really going to look at different templates of different processes of this. And then you submit those assignments, you get, great points on it. And then when it comes to the project, you are literally just taking what you have given me before with the minor adjustments that are feedback that I have provided, and then that's your project. But this week, some of you guys did great. Some of you guys, it was very detailed, and I know exactly where you were going. I knew exactly the population. I knew exactly the setting. I knew where you were going with it. Some of you guys, it was very vague. That's not going to work for your final project. So you might have got a comment from me that said, not enough detail. That means you need to go back now and add more detail, because if you submitted something that you missed points on in the beginning, on an assignment, and you didn't adjust it with the feedback, you're going to miss points on the final project, on your final social marketing plan. Okay. But these assignments are meant to make the project process so easy because you've really already done the work. All right. It's just putting it together at that point. So make sure that you are doing that. And then also review your comments. Make sure that when you look at your grade, also look at the comments, see what it says. If you have a question about it, then email me. I have a lot of students. I have 6 classes right now. I counted it up yesterday. I have 125 students. So, and I'm excited. I love that. I'm a busybody. I couldn't be more happy about it. But that means that I can't really, it's hard to just type out this lengthy paragraph. I'm going to give you short responses, and then some of you guys have already said, hey, can you explain this? I love that. That's exactly what you should do, is you should say, hey, the feedback that you gave me, I wasn't quite sure what this meant. I would love to elaborate. So just shoot me an email, because it's probably going to be more concise comments, because I'm assuming that you've already read what you need to read. I'm assuming you've already researched what you need to research, and that my feedback is just kind of conveying what you already know. If there's something that you don't know or you don't understand, you need to relay that back to me. Okay. So make sure you're reviewing that and then emailing me. That's going to be how this works. So going to week 2, you guys are already working through your discussion post. I will tell you that if you go through, now see, this one had 2 citations required. So here we don't have citations required. On this week, you will see, you can't see it yet, but when week 3 comes up, you'll have citations. So some you'll have citations, some you won't. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Wait, no, I was right. Okay, no, there is no, I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, there are 2 citations required. I was about to say, I can't believe I didn't do that for this week. So every week there should be 2 citations. Yes. So that's the way I'm going. You're gonna get a little sneak peek right here. Look at this. You're getting a little sneak peek of all these discussion posts before they open up. So yep, all of these have 2 citations. So just expect that, but it'll be good practice for you guys. It's kind of a way for me to make sure that you're actually researching and doing your own research, and also a way for you to practice your APA citations. So you have that. When you go into week 2, you will also, oh, one thing before we switch back before I move on from discussions. If you watch this video and you're like, man, I didn't review pretty well, I'm sure I made mistakes. That's okay. I don't grade until after all the responses are done, which would be Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. So just reply to your own comment with corrected citations, and I'm not going to deduct points. Okay. If you do it after the due date, I will, but not if you do it before. So, oops, as you come into week 2, you'll see what you're working on is your good old SWOT analysis. Good old SWOT analysis. Okay. Good old chart building. So you guys know what you have to do Tuesday. By 11:59 p.m. responses in this, but every week I'm going to try to look at grades, have a little video about common things that I saw throughout the week. Next week is Labor Day, so it's probably not going to come out Sunday night. It's probably going to come out Monday, because I doubt any of you guys are going to be in video watching mood on Sunday night anyways. So, but anytime you have questions, let me know. If you ever want to have a meeting with me, feel like you're not understanding something, just we can set up a Zoom meeting. Otherwise, just shoot me an email. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. Hoping for another great week, guys.